Welcome to Tech Tuesday, where we just want you to remember one thing here at Delta Media Group. The next time you're out there watching Meet the Parents, remember, no matter how still you've been, he's been stiller. Sorry. All right. So today, we're going to take a look at some functionality that is deceptively simple. It's very easy to understand, very easy to use, but also very powerful when it comes to building out your own content on your website. So what this is it is an extension of the functionality that we've had in here for a little while now that allows you to choose from a gallery of images that you can use on whatever web page you'd like. So to do this, or to demonstrate it rather, I'll do it on a custom page, but keep in mind that you can also use this functionality on your home page bio paragraph. So you would get to that from your profile page here. You would just scroll down to the bottom, and there's a section called Paragraph About You or Bio Paragraph, or I can just type in Paragraph up here, and there's my Paragraph About You section. So this functionality is also available here. But we'll go ahead and go to a custom page. So I'm going to go down here to Website and Pages. And keep in mind, like with everything else in the DeltaNet, I can type Pages up here at the top. Pages, not pagers. There we go. And you can see that there's a shortcut to this page here as well. So once you're here, I'm going to create a new page. And in this case, it's going to be a custom page because we're going to use this custom page editor to create this content however we'd like. So if I'm building out this page like I was any other custom page, and I want to access this image gallery functionality, what I'll do is put in my page content, and I can lay that out however I'd like, put my cursor where I'd like my image to go, and then I'm going to click on this button here. And this opens up our stock image gallery. Now previously you had a fair amount of images in here that you could choose from, but it was a little limited. So now this accesses a much larger pool of images and even gives you some options related to how you can search for images. So I'll just go ahead and type in person right up here. And I hit enter, and you can see that I have numerous results for pictures of people. And with any of these, or pictures of persons, I guess, based on what I typed in, for any of these, I can click this little icon up here at the top, and it gives me a little information as well as where this image came from. And then if I click on the image itself, it drops it right here into my design. Once it's in my design, I can select it, I can resize it just like any conventionally inserted image. I can also click on my image button up here if I want to change some properties about this image. So by default, it's going to lay out my image description, my size based on what I drug it to, and my image source, which is where that image is coming from, where we pulled it from to place it here. So all that's set for me automatically. But I can also go over to this Advanced tab, and I can add any custom styling here. This is looking at CSS styling parameters, so if you know those, you can use those. And then more often than not, what you'll find when you're, say, placing an image and wrapping text around it is you might use this horizontal space number here to put some space next to the image so that it breaks it up from your text a little bit. And to give you kind of an example of that, we'll close that out, and I'll type some text in here. Here is my text. There we go. And we'll just make this big enough that it'll wrap around the image. You can see I'm using a very technical technique of Control-C and Control-V to put some big blocks of text there. There we go. Now I'm going to select my image again and click Left Align. And you can see that that floats it left, so it pulls the text up to the right of it. But you can also see that the text is butted right up against the image. So to change that, I'm just going to click on my image, go into my image properties in Advanced, and we're going to put 10 pixels of horizontal space here. And there we go. So now it puts a little spacing in there so that it separates out my text a bit. So I point that out only to indicate that when you do use this image gallery functionality, it does insert it like an image that's inserted any other way. So you still have all that functionality available to you. So we'll go down a couple of lines here. I'll go back into my image gallery, and then the next thing we can do is we'll click on Advanced Options, and you can see we have some additional options here. So let's say I still want to search for persons, but this time I want primarily orange photo. What this is doing is it's kind of looking at the primary color used in the image. So that's kind of where that gets that idea from. So it's not going to be an orange person. Well, it could be an orange person, but it's going to be a picture of a person that is kind of primarily orange. So it lets you set a tone, I guess. And then we'll also pick one that's, let's say we want a landscape photo instead. So now we'll click search with those parameters. And there we go. So now you can see that we have landscape photos. It's taking a little artistic license with the orange part. That's kind of orange, but you get the idea. It gives you kind of a theme to the photos. You can see that orange is kind of the primary color on each of these. This is a neat one. There we go. And just like the other image, it drops it right into place. So super simple. And that's kind of the beauty of this thing. So if you are building out any custom content, either on your home page or you're building out custom pages, and you are looking for imagery to add to those pages, you can use this gallery. Now, I've been looking at person images, but we'll go ahead and take a look at a house. There we go. So, all royalty-free housing images. So that's the really nice thing about this. I can type that in. All these images are free for you to use on your website as you see fit. So you don't have to worry about licensing issues. You don't have to worry about paying for licensing from a large image distributor or anything like that. You can just use this functionality and have just an enormous wealth of images that you can add very quickly and easily to any custom pages on your website. So that's all there is to it. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, feel free to send an email to support@deltagroup.com or give us a call and we can walk you through this functionality or whatever else you'd like. Thanks a lot.